today is day number 6 of our beginner strength training series. So week number 2, we're going to be back on the legs today. So this second week is going to increase the difficulty of the program just by a little bit. Don't freak out, just a little bit more. We're going to be adding on to some of the moves that we maybe have previously done. So equipment wise, all you need today is a mat, a set of dumbbells. I'm just going to be using a 10. Use 2s, 3s, whatever you're ready to begin with. And a couple of the movements we're even just going to be doing body weight towards the end. You're also going to need either a chair or a bench when we are going to start some Bulgarian lunges this week. So timer's going to be set for 45 seconds of work with 30 seconds of rest. You're going to have 8 moves. You're going to do each move 2 times before you move on to the next one. Be sure that you're warming up your entire body from head to toe for at least 5 minutes before we begin this workout. But if you're ready to go, let's start lifting. Okay, so the first move is going to be right step back lunge. You're just going to need one weight for this. So grab one weight, it's going to be in your left hand, right foot forward. Okay, so you're just going to be stepping back, tapping your toe. So we are still kind of in this bent over position the entire time. It's really going to put all that muscle work on that right glute. Now that being said, make sure you aren't actually like bending over. That back is still straight. We're just hinged at the hips just a little bit. Good. All right, we're just gonna switch to the other side. So this time your left foot's going to be forward. This right foot starts kind of at that kickstand. Hinge at the hips just a little bit so you're slightly bent over. Weights in your right hand this time. So step back, just tap. Now if it's too much for you at all, just kind of stand up, release that muscle just a little bit, and then go back to it. But if you can, I want you to try to work out so you can do the whole 45 seconds without releasing that muscle. Good. Okay, this one also is just going to use one weight. We're going to do a 1.5 rep sumo squat. So the first time we just did a regular sumo squat. This time 1.5 rep. Going to go down, halfway up, back down, then all the way up. Okay, here we go. Down, halfway up, back down, push through. Good. Try to have your toes pointed out as much as you can. The more they're pointed out, the more you're going to feel it on those inner thighs, which is what we're trying to work. Okay, we have a 20-second rest. We're going to do about 1.5 sumo squat. One more time. All right, let's get in position. Toes pointed out. Here we go. Also on the sumo squat, as a reminder, you want to keep those shoulders up when you're doing this move. You don't want to be bending over to the front as you're squatting. Keep those shoulders back, chest open. deadlift. So grab both weights this time. First time we did one leg Romania deadlift. We're gonna switch into both legs this time. So this movement, I really, really want you to be aware of your back and be careful of that. So you're gonna bend down till you feel that nice pull, and then stand back up. Legs are pretty straight for this one. Good. Remember that yardstick on your back. You have to keep it on there so you don't hunch over. Keep that straight. Now, as you're starting this move, I want you to go not quite as deep at first. You're going to slowly ease into more depth. All right, 20-second rest. We're going to do that one more time. This move you should really be feeling in your glutes here. All right, get into position. Again, we're going to be hinging at those hips, okay? Roll down, have that weight real close to your legs, okay? And go down where you really start feeling that stretch in those hamstrings, and then stand up. Nice slow movements here, okay? You don't want to do this quickly. This is a move you want to make sure that that back is real warmed up before we start the workout. That's why we do those warm-ups. Okay, great. We're done with that one. The next one is going to be a right curtsy to a squat. So for this one, we are also only using one weight. You're going to weight your right side. We're going to be curtsying on this right side and then stepping to a squat. Let's go. Curtsy, squat. Now this is a compound movement, doing more than one move at a time. If anybody needs to bump this to body weight, then do that. We're just gonna do one on each side though. Great, 20-second rest. Left side. So switch the weight to weight your left side. How those legs feeling so far? All right, to the left. Curtsy, squat. Go to your depth that feels good to you. So on that curtsy, I do want you to really get that nice range of motion. All right, grab that other weight. This one is a calf raise. So not a big movement, but it's important to still work those calves. You're gonna have your weights at your side. You're just stepping up to those toes. You're gonna hold that for a couple seconds, and then you're just raising back down. Lowering back down makes more sense. Good. Hold that count a couple seconds. Down. Now this does take some balance as well. you're also strengthening muscles down by those ankles. So as you see, you want to try to keep those ankles straight. Now that does take some work, even for me. Sometimes they'll start wobbling. You know, just really kind of concentrate on keeping those as still as possible. It's going to help strengthen those muscles as well. Great. All right, 20-second break. We're going to do that one more time. This is kind of your breather move here. We all need one of those once in a while, right? Okay, let's start this again. Up, hold for a couple seconds, back down. Now, if this really affects your balance, if it's very new to you, you can drop the weight, use the wall as a support, and you can kind of help balance so you get used to that movement. For balance, it also helps if you concentrate on one thing in front of you, either on the wall or the floor, and just kind of look at that the whole time. It helps balance. Okay, we are on to a suitcase squat. You're going to need both weights for this one. Grab the size that's working for you. You're basically going to squat down as if you're picking up 2 suitcases and standing up. Let's squat, pick up those suitcases, stand up. Now when you're doing this squat, I want you to think about keeping those weight in those heels the entire time, okay? That way you don't put too much pressure on those knees. If you put that weight on your toes, you're going to go forward with those knees, and we don't want that. So butt back, weight in those heels. Good job. Good, we have one more set of those. Modification, if you have a chair or a bench here, those squats are a little too much with you with your knees. You can just kind of use this, tap, and then stand up, okay? Tap that bottom on that chair or bench. Round 2. Turn. Where are y'all picking your suitcases up to go to, huh? My choice would be anywhere with a beach. Good. All right, we are now going to lie on our bellies. You don't need the weights now. We're gonna do a lying hamstring curl. So you're gonna be on your stomach here. You're gonna lift up that right leg at a bent angle, and you're just lifting that up off the ground and then putting it back down. That's gonna work hamstrings and glutes. Now when you're doing this, also think about leading with that heel instead of the toe. All right, 20-second break. We're gonna be doing that other side. So you're gonna bend that left leg up. Again, lead with the heel, push with the heel. You're gonna get more of that muscle activation than you would if you're just trying to lead with that toe, okay? it for a little bit. You can actually add some ankle weights and make this just a little bit harder. You can still get some great resistance, though, just body weight. We're on our last regular move of the workout already. This is where you're going to use either that chair or the bench. We're going to do Bulgarian lunges. Now that split squat that we did the first time is what's going to get you prepared for this. Sit down, put your legs up, and then stand up from there. That's how far I'd like you to work on putting your foot out. Put your toe on the bench. Just body weight here. You're just dipping down and up. Now there's different variations of this. This one, I want you to keep those shoulders up, okay? Sometimes you lean forward on these. Beginner, we're gonna try just body weight, this nice smooth movement. Now you wanna further get into a deeper depth the more you go along. However, for a beginner, we're just gonna get into that movement, okay? Good. We're just switching to the other side. Again, if you sit on that chair or bench, put your feet out and then stand up. That's approximately where your heel should be about. Now, some people don't put their toe up. Some people prefer to keep their foot flat like that on the chair or the bench. It's a personal preference, whatever works for you. And eventually work up to you're going to add weights on these. Once you keep repeating the movements, you would just then have your weights at your side as you go down. This is really going to work those glutes, our booties, ladies. All right. 20-second rest. We have our 2 minutes of standing cardio. First one's going to be skaters. We're going to do this non-impact though. So you're just going to be stepping to one side, stepping to the other side, and kind of slightly twisting that upper body. Let's go. 1 minute of this. Good. Really try to stretch out that body as you're stepping side to side. You're slightly twisting those shoulders as you reach, which are also going to work the abs, your core muscles. How is those legs feeling? I hope good. So as you're starting this strength training, a little bit of soreness is completely normal, but you don't want to be too sore. If you're too sore, then that means you're going too hard at it. You either need to drop the weight or not do the full workout until you work up those muscles. Uppercuts. Punch up, up. Good. Give me a little oomph in those, okay? Imagine you're punching that punching bag, not just real nice and soft. I want you to put those muscles behind it, okay? Good. Here we go. Keep going. If anyone ever wants to add weights to this, you can add little 2 or 3 pound weights in your hands as you do this for just a little bit more resistance. of those thighs or quads. Hang on to a wall if you need to. Pull that leg back. Feel that nice good stretch. Switch sides to the other leg. Balance is not as good on that side. There's always one side that's not as good as the other side. Have a little bit of weakness there I need to work on. Good, you feel that stretch in the front of your thigh. If not, you can pull that back just a little bit more to feel even more of a stretch. Good, now we're gonna come down, reach towards an ankle, or however far you can go. Other side. Into the middle. Slowly roll up. Then we're going to take an elbow towards the knee. Really stretch over here. Feel that nice stretch along your side. Other side. So remember that feeling of how you feel when you're done, okay? Sometimes the hardest part is just getting started. After you're done, you always have this great feeling of accomplishment. All right, now we did a decent amount of squats. So I want to kind of stretch out those muscles. If you kind of bend down, kind of twist back and forth. Now you might not be able to go as low as I am. If you're just going to here, just kind of rock back and forth. Really feel those muscles stretching, opening. Again, they're already warmed up, so now's the time where you can increase that flexibility. Good. Really sit down in that squat. Very good. Nice work on those legs today. I'll see you back tomorrow for day number 7.